Awake now, are we?
Yeah. He convinced I'm human yet?
You're alive, aren't you?
Something like that.
Well, you should be fine. The director left an order to send you to talk to him as soon as you woke up. I wouldn't keep him waiting.
한 번 갔다 오면 2레벨 되는 거야? 난 개고생해서 3렙 뗐는데 내가 데리고 댕기던 애들은 얘네들은 쉽게 레벨이 올라가네? 대체 주인공 머릿속에 뭐가 있는 걸까?
Carter? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Anybody? Am I dead? Isn't there supposed to be something? Is someone out there? Who's there?
그 주유소에 차 들이받고 안 죽었나?
Who are you? Carter.
이게 왜 녹음된 거지? 차를 들이받고 그 다음에 죽은 게 아니고 어딘가에 살아있나 봐.
Doctor, if you have a moment.
Absolutely. At this point, most of my patients are sleepwalkers anyway, and they're not getting any worse. Unfortunately, they're not getting any better either.
환자들의 상태.
How are the infected, Doctor?
They're stable, but that's not exactly a good thing. Nurses make sure they're fed and cleaned. That's all we can do for now.
That's better than nothing.
It's like a ward full of coma patients, except they keep talking to themselves.
혼잣말 뭐 무슨 말 하는데 그걸 알려줘야지. 없네.
Any chance of finding a cure?
We've got a variety of tests running at the moment, but our first attempts were not pretty.
So it's not as simple as scraping the black goo off their faces.
We tried that. You don't want to see what's underneath.
What's happening to the sleepwalkers anyway?
We're still trying to figure that out. Their autonomic system thinks it's in a coma, but something else is influencing their physical actions.
You mean they're getting orders from somewhere?
Only on a very basic level, like how they move toward the alien tower you saw.
Any idea how they're getting these commands?
We think it has to do with the silicoid substance on their faces. It might be functioning like the Mosaic control centers we find in Outsiders.
All the more reason to track down Mosaic and put a stop to it. I suppose there's not much more you can do for now.
We'll keep on testing. Until then, all we can do is keep them comfortable.
쟤는 또 어디 가는 거야?
So, the lockdown situation is over. Big deal. I just don't see the difference.
Right. I mean, whoop-de-doo, the doors might be open, but where is there to go?
5 minutes out there and you're gonna find yourself right back.
At least we're buried alive. How's that new fuel supply coming along.
아유, 올 때마다 복잡해. 왜 이렇게 복잡하게 만들었지 여기는?
Hey, Carter, I heard about the silver. Tough choice, but you did the right thing, son.
아니야,
How are
실바
you
살아 있을
holding up,
거야.
Carter?
I've had better days.
Whole human race has had better days.
우리 물자 상태.
How are we holding up?
Oh, pretty well, actually. We keep taking in more people, but Barnes has those choppers flying day and night, recovering food and gear from storehouses.
We might make it through this yet.
Oh, I still wouldn't bet on us. But we've got a fighting chance. And I hear that's thanks to you.
Now that you've seen the sleepwalkers, what do you think?
Well, that's worse than I thought. But at least they're safe in the infirmary. But even so... no, never mind.
What's bothering you?
Look, it's not right to mention it, but we're losing a lot of food and water taking care of them. Without them, we'd have another 4 months of supplies.
What else would you recommend?
Well, nothing right now. But if this war turns into a long haul, we'll have to ask ourselves if we can afford to be so merciful.
Your old buddy Falk nearly had me shot.
Ha! Not the first time. Might have been a couple of times he nearly shot me too.
This isn't a joke.
No, son. No, it's not.
정상의
It's real
사람들을
goddamn
위해서
life, and there's a lot more at stake than your ego.
식량을 더 오래
So
쓰기
walk it
위해서
off and try
홍역병
to remember
환자를
that he's watching out for our whole species.
But what if he starts abusing his
죽이는지.
authority?
If that happens, I'll stand right beside you. But just fight one war
고민이
at a
많이 되겠네.
time.
That's everything I need.
All right then. Good luck out there, Carter.
Silva? Guy's a real trooper.
I don't know. If I were him,
What are you talking about?
we can't afford to take care of everyone. I'm just saying, maybe he could have gone out with a bang.
Just because he's infected doesn't mean he's dead. Better to be half alive than not at all, pal.
치료팩으로 할까? 오래 사는 게 중요하니까.
Repel nearby enemies, knocking them away and disorienting them. Damage is low, but it can keep foes at bay or push them into a trap.
펄스 웨이브. 얘네 신경 끄고 내비두고. 가디언 팩? 일단 총잡이 해놓고 수류탄도 늘려준다 그랬지? 맞아 수류탄이 아, 수류탄 늘리는 건 아니구나.
Deploy a silicoid blob to distract and harass the enemy. The silicoid draws enemy fire and will attempt to entangle its targets.
됐고. 아, 공돌이 얘를 계속 데리고 다녀야 되나? 별로 할 줄 아는 게 없는데, 지뢰 빼고는. 한 번만 더 믿고 데리고 다녀볼까? 자, 가디언팩 넣어주고. 너도 가디언팩.
Graze!
Area secure.
쟤는 또 왜 들어가 있어, 너는?
Now we're sure we don't have any spies, and we can go topside. Sure is a nice change.
Sure, kid, things are just great.
Another infected. William,
We
could I
need
have
to
a
talk
box?
about that test of yours.
My most sincere apologies for what happened at your screening, William. But as you can see, we have a more pressing matter at the moment. This man is infected.
That's never happened in the base before. Or is this another unexpected side effect of your test, Doc?
Nine. I'm quite sure this is from an outside source. But I need your help to find out where, and to do it without causing a panic.
This agent's turning into a sleepwalker, and I've seen how that goes. Unless you found a cure, I don't see how you're gonna help.
It's not a cure, but it may be the first step.
Well, what is it?
I have discovered a way to detect sleepwalker infections at an early stage, before the symptoms present. It will let us treat the subjects earlier, or at least get a better understanding of the conversion
조기에
process.
찾는 거 말고 어떻게 치료할
Not
거냐고.
to fear, William. This time you will be the one performing the test.
동문서답이야 치료법이라며.
The last thing we need is an infection scare.
Precisely. Thankfully, the detective will find any infected within a large area. Here, check in operations, engineering, the main lab, the briefing room, and the hangar. That should cover the base.
And if I find any other infected?
Send them to see Dr. Hera. I will meet you there.
그냥 한꺼번에 다 검사하면 안 될까? 다 모이게 해서 내가 왔다 갔다 해야
During the
돼?
screening, it felt like my head was going to explode. Any idea what happened?
I had no idea. Perhaps it was some resonance from your earlier exposure to the alien artifact. Tell me, how did it feel?
Like someone was inside my skull using a hammer, trying to break free. It was all I could do to stay conscious.
Yes. And you said something too. Your name? Perhaps your rank as well?
Hell if I know. For a few seconds, it was all just a red haze.
Well, I am glad you are with us again, my friend.
You said that noise during the screening was something from Mosaic. How did you discover that?
Dr. Veer has been examining the device removed from our captive infiltrator. It would appear that this is how they receive commands from their Mosaic network.
So they're radio operated?
Not quite. But it seems to give them a sort of subconscious connection to a larger command hierarchy.
And you used the command for attack. You couldn't pick something safer, like dance?
Our control is too crude for specific commands, only general urges. And violence is a very common response, William.
I'll be on my way.
As you say. But if you would like, I have some experiments I could perform on the...
No. I'll check for infected, but I've spent quite enough time as your guinea pig for today, Doc.
얘는 저기 아닌데.
William, I believe we have a way to prevent this sort of suffering.
Doc, I don't want to die.
You aren't dying. Probably.
The sleepwalkers?
I caught one of them wandering the halls last night.
자, 또 파견 보내자. 이거 뭐야, 감염제 추가된 건가? 어이구야. 왜 이래 이거. 패드 뽑아야겠다. 놔둘까? 보조작전. 다 보내 다. 까지밖에 안 되지 않나? 한 놈을 못 보내는데. 얘 빼고 다 보내 그럼. 2렙짜리. 자자자자. 어? 뭔가 이상한데? 야, 이거 뭐야? 전에 5명 됐는데? 전투력이 7 넘으면 안 되는 건가? 그럼 더 못 집어넣는 건가? 다 복귀해봐. 명만 가는 거면 종류별로 하나씩 보내자. 저격 보내고 곰돌이 2 보내고 시작. 뭐야, 서브캔가 이거 다? 파란 게 이렇게 많아졌어.
All right, boys, get your gear in order and gather around.
This gonna be another rescue cakewalk, sir? Or are we gonna see some action?
Nothing so boring this time, Kinney. No. This time we're going into the belly of the beast.
All right, it's about time.
Some of those sleepwalkers are congregating at a tower out in New Mexico. We're gonna find out why and shut them down.
You sure we won't catch anything being around all those sleepwalkers?
You just worry about us getting into that tower. Alive.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be an extended stay, investigating the area, finding a point of entry, and infiltrating. We're going to keep a low profile until we can strike.
Less John Wayne and more James Bond?
That's the spirit. And if we're lucky, we might even find a cure for the sleepwalkers.
Is that even possible?
Hell if I know, but we gotta hope, right? Otherwise, why are we still fighting?
보호자만 남았네. 얘랑 말하기 안 되네 이제. 이 게임에서 제일 이쁜 여잔데.
I keep thinking that elevator's gonna open up and my Maple's gonna come walking in.
I want you to check and double-check everything. If you went over it, go over it again. And again, just to be sure. Carter, you'll never believe what we found.
What's that?
Just checking the area for safe working conditions. All clear.
We caught a spy sneaking into the Avenger. A damn spy. Here.
Shit. Did he do any damage?
Don't think so. We're double-checking. But I think we got him before he could do much.
Another outsider infiltrator. God damn it.
Not an outsider. A Russian. We get attacked by aliens, and we still have to keep our eyes open for Reds. Those commie bastards never give up.
A Russian. How did he get in?
Been down here for a while. He got himself assigned to the hangar before the attack.
And he managed to evade capture this long? I'd like to talk to this fella. Where is he?
In the foreman's office, right over there. Falk wants him debriefed before we shoot him.
스파이 신문하기.
Here to talk with the Russian? Seems like a lost cause to me, but good luck.
얘는 길막 안 하네. 얘는 길막이 되네.
Почему ты здесь? Вранье ищу. Пытание?
이 얼굴 우리 요원 중에 이렇게 생긴 애 있었는데?
Я не буду отвечать на твои вопросы.
Да, ты будешь.
You think that will make me talk? You are weak. All of you weak.
Я не знаю, если вы заметили, но холодная война отметнена. У нас гораздо серьезнее гроза. И у вас тоже.
Пришельцы? Да, я слыхал эту историю. Вы думаете, что я совершенно глупой?
Слушай, я был там, вверху. Все правда. Половина мира мертвая, а другая половина зараженная. Не может быть, что только нас ударили. Я обещаю, что твоим друзьям СССР так же плохо, как и здесь. Но если какой-либо из них все еще жив...
Да это просто смешно. Как ты можешь это доказать, а? Голоса по радио и подделанные фотки? Скажи мне, почему я должен верить в твою сказку?
Убийство вас будет траты. Кто знает, как долго ты здесь скрывался? У тебя есть таланты, нам нужны агенты. Эти пестероны не только американская проблема.
Ты думаешь, это сработает? Ха. Ты слабый. Вы все слабые.
Даю тебе предложение. Я пошлю тебя на палубу. Сам можешь убедиться. Если то, что говорю, верно, вы работаете на меня. Если нет, вы можете отбить на Кубу.
Если я не позволяю себя обманывать?
Что ты заботишься? У вас будет оружие. Вы будете отсюда. Так или иначе, вы не будете моей проблемой.
Ладно. Дай мне увидеть этих пришельцев для себя.
Довольно иметь вас на борту.
Hope you don't mind me listening in, but I think you did the right thing. We need all the help we can get.
That commie is something, but I think he's gonna come around.
You can't trust him, Carter.
Well, it's humans against aliens right now, not Americans against Russians. I need someone to take him out to see what the aliens have done firsthand.
If you say so. I'll set up a recon mission. Let's just hope he remembers who the good guys are.
그럼 아까 보내는 애들 복귀하고 이거 보내야 되나?
Here you had a grand old time with Falk.
Oh, It was swell.
Could be worse. They kept me in detention for an hour while they were cleaning up the testing room after your little shindig.
Did anyone attack you?
Guess you win. What's on your mind?
스카이레인저가 뭐야?
So what's happening with the Sky Rangers?
After I saw that Titan, I had the whiz kids in the lab adapt some of the Avenger designs for our old ships.
What sort of changes are we talking about?
Nothing revolutionary, but the Sky Rangers will be faster, stronger, and more durable.
And we're sure the new technology will be safe in the field?
Only one way to find out, Carter.
써본다. 응.
How's the Avenger looking?
Almost finished from what I hear. If the final product handles anything like the early tests, it'll be the smoothest ride of your life.
As long as it gets the job done.
You just get the location from Axis, and the Avenger and I will get you there.
I'll let you get back to it.
Will do. I'll have this bird ready for the next trip before you know it. Here you had a grand old time with Falk.
Ah,
could be worse.
Did anyone?
Guess you...
I'll let you...
Will do.
아까 보조가 2개 더 있었어. 아닌가? 3개 더 있나? 왜 이렇게 많아?
You heading outside? Not much left to see out there.
Heard about your little welcome home party, Carter. Glad to see you're still in one piece.
기대부가 너무 복잡하다. 말할 사람이 너무 많은데?
I gotta say, I was pretty relieved when I...
Officer, is the prisoner behaving himself?
Huh? Oh, yes. He's been quiet.
Something on your mind?
Sorry, Carter. It's just... I've had a lot on my mind recently.
포로의 상태.
How's our friendly local infiltrator doing?
He's been pretty quiet since you had a talk with him. Almost like he's meditating or something. But I couldn't say what's going through his head.
Our last talk was rather revealing. Any chance I could talk with him again?
I don't recommend it. But if you go in there, we'll have witnesses on hand to make sure the person who walks out is still you.
Better than having
제
to take
머리카락
that
없는
test
것
again.
같은데?
Is this going to affect your duties?
No. No, sir, not at all.
See that it doesn't. Remember who you're guarding here. What's wrong? Must be pretty important to bother a trooper like you.
It's my girl back in Iowa. She's been taking care of some survivors in a big farmhouse, and she sends transmissions every day, but...
But what?
Latest transmission, she sounded really tired. And, said she found traces of black goo on her pillow.
Shit. I'm sorry.
They're already sending a team to recover as many of them as possible. I just hope she gets back here in time.
Be careful, Rose. A distracted guard is a dead guard. Either get over it, or get a replacement.
Yes, sir. It won't be a problem, sir.
And, good luck.
걔 머리카락 없지?
Officer.
Huh?
Something... Be careful.
Yes.
And...
동행을 붙인다 하지 않았나? 왜 안 붙여 동행을?
Welcome back, William Carter. It is pleasant to see a familiar face.
You're in a good mood for a prisoner of war?
As are you. Which means you have recovered a phase plotter. So you plan to go through with your suicidal attack?
얘네 밥 먹을 때 불편하겠다.
So, you really want to see the end of Mosaic? Tell us where they're taking the sleepwalkers, and how do we cure them?
I would not know.